Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Trading Masterclass. In this video, I will cover one of the key important part of trading, and that is risk management, how to manage your risk. And of course, if you're a trader, you are aware of it already. And of course, risk is not just linked to crypto trading, it is linked to platform in which you are trading. It is also linked to the pairs that you are trading. So I will cover all those things in detail. So make sure to press the subscribe button, also press the bell icon if you are new here. And also for the members and non-members, I'm keeping this video free for everyone, because if you are a trader and if you come across this video, you should know what you are getting into. And as a trader myself, I want you to be aware of the risk that will be associated with trading in your journey, whether you're a member or non-member. And that is my duty, to keep this lesson free for everyone. Of course, the following lesson will be for gold members and platinum members, but I'm keeping it free for everyone so that you should know that the kind of risk that is linked to trading as a career. So let's dive in. So first of all, let's talk about how much you should risk as per the trade. So this comes under the trading part, the trading risk. So what I say or what I follow is risking just 1% of your account size. By that means, if you're trading on a daily basis or a weekly basis or whatever your strategy is, you should just risk 1% per trade. For example, if you have an account size of, let's say, $10,000, then you should have a risk per trade close to 1%, and that will give a risk of $100 per trade. And similarly, if you have an account size of 100k or above, you can risk accordingly, but your risk percentage should not exceed 1% until or unless you are a consistent trader. And by consistent, I mean you can withdraw profit on a monthly or quarterly basis. That is what consistency means. Now, once you are sure of your strategy, of course, you can increase your risk size to 1%, 2%, 3%. That is up to you. But if you are not consistent, if you are learning, if you're a beginner, do not fall into the trap of high leverage, because that will kill your account. Because the goal here is not to make big money on one day or maybe in single trade. The goal here is to withdraw consistent profit with time by keeping your account alive. And that can only be possible if your risk is limited. And for example, let me show you the screen. Here is a simple example that will tell you about the account size and the related risk, because I told you to risk just 1% of the account size. So let's say you have a balance of $10,000, which is this. And once you have a $10,000 account size, you can risk 1% per trade. That means you are hitting a maximum loss of $100 per trade. And let's say your trading strategy didn't work, that means you're losing in the 10 consecutive trades, you are just losing $1,000 of the total of $10,000 account. So that is how you will save your account, and it will sustain over a long period of time. Now, if you increase the risk to 5% or 10%, you will drain out your account like very quickly. And that is what the mistake people do, using high leverage and high risk. So let's say you have account size of, let's say, $100. So those who are playing around with this type of account, they will never make money. They will never make money, because if I have a risk of $1 per trade, first of all, the platform fee will eat this away. So people who have fantasies to trading on a lower account size and make billions, well, this will never be possible, because in 10 trades they will lose $10, but again, the extra amount, that is platform fee or the transaction fee, will be eaten away. So never trade with a lower account size. This brings the question, how high or what is the average or minimum account size that you have? And the minimum I suggest is have at least $1,000 worth of account size, because if you have $1,000 worth of account size, you can have 1% risk, that will give you $10. And if you start losing in a 10 consecutive trades, you're just losing $100. This is a startup account, and if you have this kind of account for a beginner, you can sustain over a long period of time if you are still not proficient or consistent in trading. For those who are consistent, you can actually analyze, if you have, let's say, 100k account like this one, you can risking or you are risking only $1,000, but you're also gaining $1,000 or more as part of your profit strategy. And if you have 10 losses, you are just losing $10,000. So clearly, having an account size with 1% risk is the key to go, is how you get started. And that is how we start with trading. Risk lower and then increase once you are consistent. So this is about the risking in a trade setup. Now the second type of risk is called as platform risk. Now let's say you have account size of $10,000, and in $10,000 you have put all your money in one trading account, and just by chance it got hacked, or maybe the platform is banned, or something like that happened, your money will be frozen. So you should not put all your money into one platform, one trading account. You should follow the strategy, and what I call that strategy is capital partitioning. And by that I mean, if you have an account size of, let's say, $10,000, you should cut into half. Put $5,000 into the trading platform, and other 5,000 put it back into your wallet or in the safe place. By this, not only you are saving your money, but you are actually saving your long-term effect of the platform in case the platform goes bankrupt, or it is frozen, or it is hacked, or likewise. Now the best part here that you can do is you can trade with leverage with the $5,000 account that you have funded just now, by knowing that you already have $5,000 extra saved elsewhere. So you can plan your leverage in a way that you are trading with a $10,000 account, but by default the money that is deposited on the account is 5,000. So you can use the leverage, you can play around with it, and then of course this is how you will manage your trades. Of course, capital partitioning is the key to save you from platform risk. Now again, I will touch upon the leverage part later in the coming chapters, but this is just a tip of the iceberg. Now the third type of, the risk management that you should take into consideration, and that many of the trader fails to follow, especially in crypto trading, and that is called as correlation risk. Now by correlation, what that means is, if the market is, let's say, dumping, it is going down, Bitcoin is crashing, Ethereum is crashing, you have other altcoins are crashing. So when that happens, what people do is they take multiple trades on multiple type of pairs. Some short Bitcoin, and they short Ethereum, they short Solana, they short BNB, all simultaneously, because they know the market is crashing. Now what that happens is this increase your risk, because if the market reverse from your current position, all your positions will be liquidated. So do not fall for the trap by going with the trend, and again a little reversal will take you out of the position. So avoid correlation based risk. If you want to short in the short market, in the bear market, you should not short all the tokens. You should short one or two pairs that you believe has a higher potential of going down. I know this may sound like that you are losing profit, but you are not losing profit, you are actually saving from loss. That's why I tell you, if account is going down, if a trend is going down, everything is bearish, Bitcoin crashing, Ethereum crashing, Solana crashing, Binance crashing, maybe you short just Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do not short Solana or any other token, because if the market reverse, you can still manage your risk, you can still keep your trade alive. So that is about correlation risk. So these are the type of risk that you should take into account. So let me just summarize. Number one is your trading based risk, that is your based upon the trade. 1% risk that you can take per trade as a beginner, and as you advance you can increase to 2%, 3%. Personally, I just stay with 1%, because with the account size the 1% become bigger and bigger. The second risk, of course, platform based risk, that I've already told you. Use the strategy of capital partitioning. And the third is correlation based risk. So be very careful about these risks, because they can drain the wealth out of your account, they can drain your profit, and they can turn your profit into loss also. And by doing proper risk management, you can not only stay sustainable, you can generate consistent profit over a period of time. So that's about the risk management. And of course, if you want to learn more about trading masterclass, feel free to check out the course which is there on my channel. Feel free to sign up with gold or platinum membership, that will unlock more chapters in the trading masterclass, and that will help you master strategies that I'm using to become profitable over last few years. If you know that I'm full-time trader and also a creator, and this is what I do, and I plan to expand it and make more traders profitable. So with that, I complete my video. Let's meet tomorrow in the new video with a new chapter. Make sure to subscribe, press the bell icon, and of course, if you join gold or platinum, you will be greeted with our core trading community. So let's meet in the new video. Thank you very much.